What's up, everybody? It is I, the all-purpose oracle, medium at large, and prognosticator extraordinaire, known and loved around the world as the Blind Seer. And I am back. I waited till my kids are in bed this time, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. It's gonna be impossible to film with them awake. So, I'm gonna try. Speaking of my kids, a couple of notes, like before we get into the readings and stuff. My daughter's birthday is the 15th of this month, and I'm gonna need y'all to start like buying some readings or like throw me some donations, or if you guys want to get her a present or something, hit me up and I'll tell you where to send it. Uh, you know, I'm a single dad. I don't have anybody helping me. I don't have anyone here even to help me make a party happen or anything, and I don't make a lot of money, so I'm gonna need all the help I can get to make. She just she's turning 10 years old. She just graduated to the 5th grade. I'm so freaking proud of her, guys. She worked so hard homeschooling, and she she did it. She graduated with like A's and A pluses, and there wasn't all A's and A pluses, but there was a lot. Man, she did good, and she deserves to have a special day because, man, she really worked for it. And speaking of really working for it, my other kid, she'll have a birthday next month. I'll be doing the same thing for her. So just, if you guys want to keep that in mind. The youngest one today uh, covered all the dishes in the sink in chocolate syrup, and now my sink's all clogged up. So it's been a rough day, and I'm going to have a little red ale while I'm doing my readings and stuff. Yes, I'm opening this with an axe. Don't judge me. It's been that kind of day. Plus, I don't know where my bottle openers are. So, it works. Alright, guys. We're going to shuffle the cards. We're going to get into random readings. Whew, I needed that. Don't you dare try to foam up on me. Sorry, guys. Beverage malfunction. That shows you how much I drink beer, doesn't it? I might kill 2 of these in a day. Maybe. I usually don't finish the second one. I'm not much of a beer drinker. I like mead. I like mead, and I like. Oh, that's about it, really. I mean, I like mead. I'll drink the crap out of mead all day long if I have the ability, but 2 beers and I'm done. It don't taste good. I mean, the red ale, yeah, it's a little nicer. It's got a little more body to it than most, but even that, still, I'm just not a beer guy. But I bought out all of the mead that the liquor store had in stock because apparently coronavirus has taken me from I really don't drink much to I bought all the mead the liquor store had. It took me months. Don't judge me. It's not like I was buying it every day. Like, they probably had a case of it and I've been buying it for several months and they just ran out. So we're switching to something else because damn it, y'all, sometimes I need a drink at the end of the day. That's just all there is to it. Other spiritual people might disagree with that kind of lifestyle and want to be all like healthy and try to take care of yourself and all that. Like, man, I work too hard for all that nonsense. I don't need the extra work of trying to be healthy on top of trying to take care of everything and everyone. Let me have a beer. I deserve it. Well, that's where the whole left-hand path thing comes in. Like, there's nothing wrong with being all super spiritual and everything. It's when you start getting in that superiority trip of, oh, I'm living so healthy and everyone else should be like, yeah, no. Shut up. Nobody's listening. Alright, end of rant. What we want is whichever reading will be the most beneficial for my audience, for my business, and for everyone involved. Oh, you better move to one side. Look at that, guys. Look at that dead still. Oh, we're going to have to do this again. We would like whatever reading will be the most beneficial for my audience, for my channel, and for everyone involved. Alright, that's to the left. See, that's why I needed a beer. because it's one of those days. Even the pendulum ain't wanting to cooperate. All right, so let's get our. Oh, I need to leave it. Okay, gracias. Forgot the book, guys. I can't do the readings without the book. That's how this works. I don't have any of our regular stuff to weigh the pages down with either, so give me a second. I apparently wasn't as set up as I thought I was. Fortunately, there's a whole table, a whole altar full of crystals and small things, and I can weigh down pages with. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm trying really hard to maintain the content on the channel. It really is a struggle lately. I am so afraid that y'all are going to stop watching, that I'm going to not be able to keep my channel going, and I'm going to lose all this momentum that I've built up. And I really don't want to, because I've put my heart into this. So I really appreciate the people that do still tune in, even though I'm struggling right now to put anything out. I really, really do appreciate your patience. I think I need a cigarette, y'all, while we're doing this. Yeah, trying to be all fancy. I just do the thing. See, I try to look cool on camera, and it don't work. I should just do what I do, instead of trying to be all creative and fancy about it. Alright. What do we got here? 5. 5 is the sphere of conflicts, or actually it's the sphere of resolution. It's the card that represents conflict, but I talk about the 5s a lot, and I always read them as conflict or potential for conflict or whatever. But really, if you think about it, the conflict is in itself is the resolution. Like, you're not going to solve the problem until you air it out, you know? So, like, conflict and resolution are kind of one and the same, because there can't be resolution without some kind of conflict. It's that whole yin-yang thing, duality. Anyway, so if you're dealing with stuff like that, and you're seeing the number 5 a lot, or you have the initials E, N, or W. Number 5, E, N, or W. I'm not... Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to... So, the 8 of Pentacles. Having some worry about your... I don't know. I might need a little more on that. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't been able to do this in so long. I'm getting a little out of practice doing this on video. Alright, Queen of Swords. Okay, so here's what we got. You're having some doubts and some concerns about your living situation or your finances or your career. Pretty common standard stuff. You know, you guys know what the suit of earth means by now, right? You know, earth is always earthly things. Survival, shelter, finances, logistics, travel, living arrangements, career, job, work, money, all of that good stuff. And you have the Queen of Swords. So you've reached a point now where, like, you feel like there's not anywhere further for you to go. Like, you feel like you're peaking right now. Like, this is as good as it's gonna get. And that... Okay. The star inverted. Alright, now this is making a little more sense. I'm sorry, guys. I'm out of practice. That's the truth of it. I haven't been selling many readings. I haven't been doing many videos. I'm out of practice. So anyway, you're having some doubts and maybe some depression about how you feel like there's no more room for you to go up. in your career or your living arrangement. Like, there's no upgrade from where you feel like there's no upgrade. You think you've gone as far as you can, and you're not getting any guidance on where you should go from here. But and there's not really an answer in these cards for this, so I'm just going to ramble for a minute about what I think you should do. E, N, W, or the number 5. I struggle with that sometimes. That, like, once you're in charge, like once you're the one running things, there is no guidance. There's nobody telling telling you what to do. You're not going to get any signs because you're the one calling the shots. So, like, you have to make choices. You can't just wait for instructions anymore. Like, you have to take charge. I've been saying this for months, guys. Take charge. You know, a lot of people have been following my advice. And I know this because I've talked to them. And a lot of them are going through the same things. And it's usually the things that I went through like a week or two ago so that I would be able to help you guys with these things. Because that's what being a psychic is like. Fun. Anyway, a lot of people are feeling lost right now. And what it usually comes down to is that it's not that you're lost. It's that you're the one in charge now. Right? Nobody gives the boss instructions on how to be the boss. So I've been talking about empowering yourselves and taking charge of your own lives and putting yourselves in a position of independence. I've been urging you guys to do that for months, and a lot of you are, and I'm super proud of you for that. That's a whole other level. Like, you're not going to get instructions. You're not going to get signs. You're not going to get guidance. You're the one that's making everything happen. You got to follow your gut. You've got to make choices. You got to think. Like, if you really, really think that you've gone as far as you can go in what it is you're doing, E, N, W, or the number 5, what else can you do? What other skills do you have? How can you branch out? Like this. I'm doing really well on the... it's been about a year. I'm doing pretty well on the tarot stuff. I'm not anywhere near where I was hoping I would be, but I'm doing pretty good. And I realized that this isn't... My family is outgrowing this level of income and this living space. So I branched out into other businesses. I'm trying other things. That's part of the time management problem I'm having. That's what you should be doing too. If you feel like you're, like right now, there's no farther for you to go with this thing, like, you know, I could be the best tarot reader in the world, and I can hit all of my content quotas for the week and the month and whatever. I can nail it every time. That doesn't guarantee that I'm going to make enough money to live on from it, or that, you know, I'm going to get what I need for my family. So I got to do other things too. And you know, not to say I told you so or anything, guys, but I did. I said, like, if I don't make enough from this, I'm going to have to do other stuff. And that's what I'm trying to do. Like, all of this is about taking care of the family. So it's got to be what's making money. That's how you got to be about it. ENW, or the number 5. If you've gone as far as you can go with this thing, don't bail on it. By no means am I saying give this thing up. If it's going well and it's like functioning at peak performance, keep it going. See if you got room to do other things. Find what other skills you have. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed the extra jewelry and the nice rune lighter and, you know, the freaking battle axe, but that whole Viking modeling thing I've been doing, it's going well. You could do the same thing. Find something else that you're good at. Find something else that you have that you can market. You'd be amazed at the kind of, you know, I ain't making a bunch of money, but I'm getting cool stuff and like photo props and things like that. So, you know, it'll take you a while to get established. That's just how it goes. And there's nothing wrong with, like, the thing you do doesn't have to be your entire life. That's the point of this reading. Like, if this thing that you're working on, or this career, living arrangement, whatever, if you feel like it's as good as it can get, see how you can branch out. See what other avenues are available to you. I think we've spent a whole bunch of time on this reading, so I'm going to go on to the next one. Yeah, all the money I make from the modeling stuff goes right back into photos and props and clothes and stuff to try to make that even better so it can eventually make, I don't know, decent money instead of just enough to cover expenses. So I'm still really relying on you guys for the money to take care of my family. That business isn't profiting yet. It probably won't for a long time. 1. The number 1. This is like profound lessons, source code type stuff, like things from the core of your being. That's when you're going to start seeing ones. When you have those important life moments, you're going to see, like 1111. Everybody's obsessed with that. Nobody really understands why 11 is significant. I know. But, that's a whole other, that might even be a whole other channel worth of information. So we're not going to go into that rabbit hole tonight. But if you're seeing the number 1 a lot, or you have the initials A, J, or S, this reading's for you. We have the Emperor inverted. You do not feel like you are in control. The situation is either beyond your control, or you feel like you are not the one in power right now, which is always an uncomfortable position to be in. The 4 of Swords. Don't make your mind up just yet. Reserve your judgment. I think this is kind of telling me that that's already where you're at on this, is that you haven't decided that things are out of hand yet. You just feel like you're not the one running the show, and you're waiting to see what's going to go on. The Devil inverted. So, if you're not in control, it's your own fault. Is basically what this is saying. There's no one deceiving you. There's no illusions here. Like, if things are out of your control, it's because they're just beyond your ability to control, and that's the truth of the matter. Like, there's no manipulation going on. There's no one trying to trick you or anything. It's just about you finding it within yourself to do the thing you got to do. Pretty straightforward, really. But that's easier said than done often. But yeah, if you're feeling like you're not in power right now, then you're probably right, because this is saying that there's no lie here. So, you're not fooling yourself in that. So what do you need to do to get your power back? What do you need to do to change your position? Those should be the questions you're asking yourself. How can you take your power back? A, J, S, or the number 1? We're going to move on. Y'all, these readings are a little weird. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little out of practice. I hope this stuff is helpful. Like, I'm just now getting comfortable with the whole, like, psychic thing. So, I never know if I'm just babbling. I assume that I am. But if it helps you guys, that's cool. So, number 2. 2 often represents, like, confusion or having a choice to make. That there are equal and opposite possibilities, and that there is no resolution on which one it's going to be at this moment. But it could also be the initials B, K, or T. So the number 2, B, K, or T, this reading's for you. Or, if you're just confused about something, maybe this will help. We have Judgment inverted. So you are definitely confused. You do not know what to think about things right now. Let you guys get a look at the card. So you're questioning things, you're not getting answers, you're not sure what to think, you're not sure where you stand. You feel kind of lost and in the dark. Definitely confused. Definitely. It's weird how that goes together, isn't it? The 3 of Pentacles. So that implies something along the lines of, like, you need to work on greater stability in your life, is what I would get from these 2 cards together. That Judgment inverted means that you're not making very good decisions, or that you're just confused and don't really know what to do, and you're not exercising your judgment properly. But with the 3 of Pentacles next to it, that implies that this is a part of your process of growth. This is a lesson that you need to learn, and it's something that involves, like, your survival needs, basic, living arrangement, career, finances, stuff like that. it's time to, step up and take responsibility for those things yourself. Basically, is what this is saying. That, you know, instead of just letting things be how they are and reacting to them, you need to start planning ahead. You need to start using that judgment. You need to start making choices and following through on them. This is a time for you to grow. The Two of Pentacles. What did that tell you? You have a choice to make. You can either be in that reactive state where you're not. The brain functions in two different manners. So I'm going to go ahead and off on this tangent to explain the point that I'm trying to make here. I'm going to give you a little background information. There are two different states that your brain chemistry can be in. One is producing hormones, the other is producing peptides. Hormones is a state of anxiety, depression, worry, absolute freaking misery. Peptides are a state of inspiration, creativity, energy, all the good stuff. Whenever you're really in the zone on what when you're really fired up and inspired with something and you're just all about it with all of your heart and mind, that's when you're firing off peptides, and that's what you need to be going for. But you have to choose, and that's the thing. It's what this whole reading, right from when I explained the number to everything, that's what this has been about. You can either take responsibility and you can take charge and you can start making choices and you can start living with the consequences of those choices, or you can go on autopilot and you can react to everything that happens and you can feel like you just can't figure it out because you're not trying. That people tell me all the time that they respect how blunt and honest I am. So let's do that. You can go on autopilot and you can fumble your way through life, letting things happen to you and wondering why, because you're not trying. Or you can take charge, you can make a plan, you can decide what you want and what you need to do to get it, and then you can do that. That's what I'm doing. It works. You gotta find your thing. Like, you gotta do it your way. You've got to make this choice, though. Are you gonna be the person that you've always been and have the life that you've always had? Or are you gonna step up? Or are you gonna make a plan? You're gonna start making some choices and exercising judgment and do something different. Alright, we're going to call this a wrap. We'll do a quick general reading because this one's running a little long. I'm rambling a lot. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I feel like, the extra information, maybe it'll help. Whatever. So, this one's for everybody. We have the Lovers inverted. Everyone is feeling disconnected right now. Everyone feels isolated, cut off, removed. Yeah. Quarantine will be that way. People don't think it be like it be, but it do. The High Priestess inverted. You're wanting to open up more. You're not wanting to keep to yourself. You don't want to be all alone. You don't want privacy and solitude and seclusion. Too bad. And finally, the Nine of Cups inverted. So, in your subconscious, you already know there's no point in complaining about this. There's no point in complaining and being miserable because you can't go out and because you're stuck. That's the way I've lived my entire life. Can't drive, can't work, can't do a lot of things. So it's been really amusing to me personally to watch the way that I've lived for the last 20 years break people. It's rough. It's not, there's a reason I'm messed up like I am. But on a subconscious level, that it's not doing you any good. It's not helping anything. Complaining about it, having these negative feelings, it's not going to change the situation. The virus certainly doesn't care what you feel like. So, maybe there's a lesson in all this, guys. What is it that you don't want to be alone with? What's inside you that you're hiding from? Or Transversely, what is it you're so eager to get back to? What is it you want to go out and do so badly? And why that? Why is it so important? Maybe this is a time that we could all use to analyze ourselves a little better or a little deeper. You know, look at not just not just react to the things that we want and to our desires and our urges, but like pick them apart and figure out where they come from. Like, why are you so upset that you can't go out and get your hair cut? Why are you so mad that you can't go out to the bar? And I've been to the bar, it's not great. And like most of y'all's haircuts weren't that awesome to begin with, so you know, a blind guy who cuts his own hair listening to everybody complain that they can't go out to the salon. I've been laughing at all of y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I've been. This is exactly what I'm talking about here, too. Like, I'm gonna go into a little personal thing with this, and I'm gonna bring it back home to the point, in my traditional style. But I've been doing that kind of shadow work and self analysis this whole time. And I've also been, I've had my share a week or two of madness and falling apart and being a wreck. And I've been through it all, guys. In this short amount of time, I've run the full gamut, the whole gauntlet of emotional, whatever you want to call it. And there's a lot of information there about yourself that you can find. One of the things I've discovered is that, I've been running this page the way that my ex thought I should this entire time. I've been taking her advice. I've been, not doing the things that she thought I shouldn't do. And I've been trying to run this the way other tarot readers do it. And that's not me. I'm not other tarot readers. And, that's why I'm being super honest now. I'm being blunt. I am going off on people on my page for some of the disrespectful crap and the insulting comments and stuff. Like, whenever I post that things are tight and I need some more sales or donations to take care of my kids, and you tell me, well, you could just go to the food bank. No, I can't, because if that was an option, I'd have been doing that. Or for all you know, I've already went and we're out of the stuff that I got. Don't tell me stuff like that whenever I'm saying I need money. Buy a reading, or just shut up. But that's what I've discovered about myself through all of this, and this is the kind of lesson that I'm talking about. I was putting forth a fake image of myself on this channel and on this page and all of that. I was being nicer and friendlier and trying to be professional, and that's not me. You guys love me for my authenticity, for my honesty, and all of that, and I haven't been giving that to you this whole time. And I am now. Because being cooped up and stressed out and all of this has given me the opportunity to pick those feelings apart, to find out where they're coming from. Why do I want these things that I want? Why does it upset me so much that I'm not getting this whenever I have all of this? I mean, it beats being miserable about it, I mean, that's where you're at. You can sit there and you're going to have those feelings one way or another. None of us are going anywhere anytime soon. Things aren't changing. Not yet, anyway. So, you can either be miserable and angry and upset, or you can take the time to look inside yourself and figure out why you get miserable and angry and upset when you can't go out to the bar, or why it's so damn important to you to spend $30 on a haircut when people like me got to do it ourselves. Look at this. I'm so busy taking care of my kids and stuff, I haven't been able to cut my hair. Look at how there is red on the side of my head that's supposed to be shaved. And then I gotta listen to y'all complain that you can't go out to the salon. It's a bad look, people. I hate to say it, but this is what it comes down to. We're realizing how many people have never been told no in their life. How many spoiled little kids grew up to be spoiled fucking adults. And all y'all are losing your shit. Get over it. And that's not even touching on the civil unrest. I'm not going there into this video because that'll be another hour of me talking. But y'all, if you're bitching about the situation that you're in, then you're not taking advantage of it and you're not making the best use of your time. If all you're focused on is all the things that you can't do right now, you're missing out on a whole lot of personal growth and a whole lot of like self-actualization you could be doing. You know, I don't know about y'all, but if I'm going to be stuck here in the house, I'm going to be becoming a better person. I'm going to be becoming a better father. I'm going to be becoming wiser, smarter. You know, I'm going to try to grow my businesses. I'm going to try to branch out into other things. I'm going to do whatever the hell I can to keep myself occupied, because it beats sitting around just being miserable because you can't do that one thing. So, end of rant. That's my 2 cents for this. I hope these were helpful. I'm going to try to get the elemental signs out too. It's going to be a weird night, guys, but we're going to get through it. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this reading was helpful and you'd like to toss a coin to your seer, there are plenty of links down in the description where you can figure out ways to do that. Everybody always asks, how can I book a reading? How can I send donations? I say at the end of every video, it's in the description, which tells me y'all ain't watching the whole video and none of you are reading the descriptions. Honesty. But yeah, if you want to book a reading, go to my Facebook page and message me. If you want to throw a donation, I have Cash App, I have PayPal, I have Google Pay, there's a million ways to send me money, and if you want to send me a message, I'll hook you up with one. I really appreciate all the likes, the shares, the views, the comments, the messages. I especially appreciate the donations and the sales. My daughter's birthday is coming up, and I'm doing this all on my own with no money. I really need y'all's help. I really do. You guys know how I feel about begging for money. I try not to make my videos about hey, but it's my fucking kid, man. I'm not gonna sit here and watch her not have a birthday just because I ain't got it like that. That is unacceptable. So I need y'all to help, and you can find out how to do that in the description. I really hope this video was helpful. I hope y'all are digging the new honest, blunt version of me. I'm probably going to lose some followers and viewers after I post this, because I have almost every week so far. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope we'll see you next time.